Brother, can we get somewhere?
Anybody
Enough of this stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy.
I will deal with you one by one.
Brother, what's
Take your
stand-up
time.
comedy? What's
Roll up, roll up, roll up.
hilarious?
Gary,
Hilarious.
Listen,
Right,
that doesn't
come,
look good
one
when you
by
put
one.
it close to your mouth, you know. It
One
doesn't
go.
look very
One go.
bad.
It looks like a penis. No, I'm joking. But Gary, come on. Let's get somewhere,
We've been
man.
hanging
Let's
out
get
in
somewhere.
Soho. Now, my brown family, there's a big problem here. The party's over. The party's over. It's for hell for all of us, for all you guys and women. There's no paradise. I am Gabriel. I've got bad news. You're not invited to paradise. Okay, I'm reading.
Yeah, big man, come true.
I'm reading Quran 3:106. Okay, watch what you get. On the day, some faces will turn white,
Right.
and some faces will turn black.
Yes.
Hold on a second.
Hold on.
I'm going to find out what it means. As for those whose faces turn black, it said to them, did you disbelieve after your belief?
what you're reading. It's about
You get punished.
Taking things out of context.
Hold on a second. Now,
bitter enough.
Not the religion.
now, as Muslims, you know the next stage after this, you have to go tafsir. Get the meaning. No, you have to go scholar now. Get the meaning of this verse.
I go.
Where do we go to know the meaning of verses? Where do we go to get the meaning of verses? Hold on. Go. One at a time. Hold on a second.
That's out of
Now
context.
you guys are forgetting.
Get the whole paragraph.
What is the one thing that Muhammad asks of Ibn Abbas? What is the one thing Muhammad asks that Allah does to Ibn Abbas? Hang on, you don't know.
So what does that mean? You don't know. I don't know.
Muhammad, hold on a second. Muhammad prayed with his heart
Take what you want.
that Allah gives Ibn Abbas the capability of interpreting the book. So, because you knew without an interpreter that's been gifted by Allah, you can't interpret it. Because there are verses in there that I can give you now, 61:8, that none of you here can interpret unless you go to the scholars. So, let's go to the scholars. Because
Why?
Because Muhammad asked Ibn Abbas to be an interpreter.
Depends which scholar. 21st century scholar, I don't think so. I wouldn't go to 21st century scholar.
No, I'm going to Janalain. You know
All
Janalain?
right, yeah.
Janalain? Let's go.
Just get to the side.
Now, face is blackened.
Come around here.
Guys,
Yo,
let's have some space.
can you
Let's have
give
some
some privacy,
space.
man?
Emma, let's have some space.
Can we have some privacy, bro?
Okay, what's up? Okay, listen.
Yeah, I know speaker's corner, but also I'm also a person in it. Respect my privacy, bro. See how you're not just enforcing your own way? I'm asking out of respect, bro. Like,
Brother, don't argue the camera, bro. One step back.
it's just that it's a
One step back.
bro, it's just that bright light in my eye, man.
What's wrong with you?
Stop covering the truth, bro.
Let's go.
What have I got to hide?
Yo, listen, what?
What have I got to hide?
So do you know the truth?
The light
Yo,
is
calm
going
down.
down.
It's alright. You know the truth. You know the truth.
Face is blackened. No, the reason being, the only reason I got this, look. Now watch, look. Listen, let me say something.
Man, you're a black supremacist, simple as that.
Stop putting out ad hominem.
No, allow it. Hey, listen, allow it. No, he's not. No, he's not.
The only reason why...
He's not. He told the truth. He's not a black supremacist. He's not a black supremacist. He told the truth. He never said that. He never said that. He never said that. He never said that. He never said that.
Order. Moroccan Frenchman. Order. Okay, what's up, look? The only reason why I have these references, when I'm talking about something like hand and fork, I need a picture so I can go straight there.
It's not good enough, bro.
This is about Allah having a
Like
foot,
slideshows of
Allah having a
things out of
hand,
context.
Allah having a face. You know,
We know you play your discussions at home.
I mean, like, you know, Allah had a face, right? We go to it in a minute. Allah had a face.
No, it's speaker's corner. Speaker's corner, mate.
I know, but that's all right.
No. He's not. He's not.
A kafir is someone who covers. So
Oh,
everyone
come
there is
on,
a
get
kafir.
What kind of nonsense is that?
You guys,
What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of nonsense is that?
let's go.
He was there from the
man,
beginning.
you're the word,
What should
yeah.
we move for the camera? Yeah, from the camera, yeah.
Kafir.
Yeah, you're going to be a movie star, rock star, baby. Rock
You're
star.
covering, fam.
Bro, don't judge me. Don't even know me, man. Keep quiet, man. Keep quiet.
Hold on.
Come on,
And in the red
He's more
corner,
concerned about the
we
camera
have
than what's seen.
Raspberry.
Why are you concerned about
And in
the
the
camera?
blue corner, we have order.
Continue.
Right,
Worry about the
here
camera.
it is here.
Worry
Jenna
about the
Lane,
truth.
head interpretation from Tassia. On the day when
Leon,
some
come around here.
faces, hold on a
Come here,
second.
come here, come here.
On the
I will
day
give you space.
when some faces are blackened and some faces are whitened, that is the day of resurrection. For those whose faces are blackened, they are being disbelievers.
Blackened means it could be
Listen,
smoke.
what I'm trying to say to you.
It could be
That's
Armageddon.
not what it says
Armageddon
in the
end times.
Tassia.
There's
It
so
says
many metaphors.
faces
So
are
many
blackened.
metaphors. So
Faces
many
are
metaphors.
blackened.
Yeah.
Now,
Go to
now,
your face. Your face will come up.
now,
From the
my
smoke.
point is this. My point is
So
this.
many metaphors.
My point is this. There are many Muslims as dark as me. They are like him. He's already damned to hell.
Tell me why. Wait,
Let's have a look again.
before you carry on reading.
No, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
It takes out of context. Beautiful.
Let's have a look.
He's
It
the
says here,
racist. He's trying to
on the
say
day
you're
of
the racist.
resurrection, you
He's
will
the
see,
racist.
you will see,
Don't speak for him.
tell me now, go.
I
went to
all right targets about the race, about the colours. Yeah, right.
Tell me now, go.
You do not tell him he's not about the colours. You do not tell him I think he's a racist. Why are you speaking for him? Why are you speaking for him? Why are you speaking for him?
Can we now go? Can we now go? We're now giving you Quran, faces blackened. Let's now go Hadith.
That is a metaphor for war.
I'm going to read it
That's a
anyway.
metaphor.
I'm going to read it anyway.
It's a metaphor.
Allah's messenger. Right, Allah created Adam when he had to create him and struck his right shoulder and emitted from it white offspring as if they were like white ants. Now, we know what offspring means, don't we? Children. Right. And then he struck his left shoulder and emitted from it black offspring as if they were charcoal. He then said to those emitted from the right shoulder, the white offspring, for paradise I do not mind. And those emitted from the right shoulder, the black offspring, they are for hell and I do not mind.
Bilal was black, he was a prophet.
He was a slave.
That
He was
throws
a
everything
slave.
away.
He was a slave.
No, he was a slave to somebody
What?
else.
He's Muhammad's
Somebody else.
slave.
He wasn't Muhammad's slave. He wasn't
Muhammad
Muhammad's
had black
slave.
slaves.
Nah.
Muhammad had black slaves.
Blacks had black slaves as well. Blacks had
Show
black
me where.
slaves as well.
But the prophet,
There was a slavery in
the, hold on a
Africa. Come on,
second,
you're
hold on a
kidding me. You're
second.
kidding me.
The prophet who's supposed to be
You lot are racist.
Mr. Ultimate
You lot are the
example of
racists.
man.
You lot are black
I just read
supremacists.
it.
You lot are, that's so ironic.
And this is why how I know you are not African. This is how I know you're not
That's all I
African.
want. I can talk all I want.
Anyway,
I can talk all I want. Are you
Anyway.
going to do something? Are you going to do something? Are you going to do something? Are you going to do something? So don't tell me what to do, bro.
I'm telling you now.
I'm expressing myself. Don't talk. Don't talk to me. I'm
Now,
talking to him.
let's look at
I'm looking to
racism.
you, bro.
Hold on a second. Now, let's have a look at the definition of racism. This is why no brown person can be racist. Let's have a look. Racism. Racism.
That's your...
No, you're prejudiced. Right, here it is here. Racism. Racism. Prejudice, discrimination, antagonism. Directed against someone or different race based on the belief that one own race is
Here we
superior.
have a black prophet.
Right, hold on a second. Now, I just showed you police codes of this country where they said white people are highest life value.
Does it represent Islam?
Right, but it
Nothing to do
represents
with Islam.
racism in English
Nothing to do with
country.
Islam.
Right.
Nothing to do with
Right.
Islam. This
Right,
country
right,
wants
right.
to destroy
Now,
Islam.
hold on a second.
And
Hold
you
on a
are the
second.
gatekeepers.
Hold on a second.
You guys are
now,
the gatekeepers.
Now,
You guys are the gatekeepers.
Secondly, just now, just showed you
This country
how
destroyed your
Islam,
country.
how
Your
Islam,
continent. My continent.
how Islam just said
And then you give
white
servitude to them.
people are for
You're
paradise
a gatekeeper.
and
You're a
black
gatekeeper.
people are for
You're a
hell.
gatekeeper.
Now, my brown family, there's a big problem here. The party's over. The party's over. It's for hell for all of us, for all you guys are Muslims. There's no paradise. I am Gabriel. I've got bad news. You're not invited to paradise. I'm Gabriel. You're not invited to paradise.
For the cameras, all for the cameras.
I don't care.
It's not sincerity.
The mic has always been
No,
here.
you gotta be sincere, bro.
Normally,
So you're wasting your
now,
own
hold on a
time.
second.
You don't want to get anywhere.
You're lucky I
You
didn't
don't
remember
wanna
other
get
props.
anywhere.
Right, okay.
Bro, you're the
So,
racist. Simple
so
as that.
far, we got Islam being racist.
So far in Islam, we have a black prophet.
We've got Muhammad with black slaves. We've got even Muhammad being declared as a white man.
Black people had black slaves. Black people had black
Not
slaves.
white.
Black people had black
Okay,
slaves.
shall we read it from the Hadith?
Black people had black slaves.
Can we agree right now? I've done this so many times, but I love doing it.
Black people had black
This
slaves.
man here, I can see. There's only white man here. Anybody else want to disagree? Anybody here is a white man?
Not too long ago, he said all white people are racist.
No,
Are you racist?
no.
He did say that.
Thank you very
By
much. You did say
definition.
that.
No, by
What do you
definition.
mean by definition?
By
What do you
definition.
mean by definition?
Would you
What
regard him as a white man?
definition?
Yes?
Brother,
White
you
man,
contradict
okay.
yourself so many times.
This is the white man here. Let's have a look. And then what's your name? What's your name, by the way? Tony. Right. So, Tony comes to me. Now you come up to me and go, Gary, who is Tony? I look around. I said, the white man over here. Now you just say, oh, white guy, boom.
the hell refers to
Because you
someone
know
by the
why?
skin colour?
You know why?
You're the racist.
Because he's distinguishable amongst us.
He's a
He's the
human
only
being.
white man here.
He's a human.
What's your name? What's that?
Corsa.
Don't get shy. What's your name?
Corsa, I said it.
Corsa.
Yeah.
Now, if I said to you, if you said to me, who's Corsa? I'm gonna have to give a description now, because there's more than one lady here. I said there's a lady, very pretty. Right? Don't get shy. Very pretty. And I have to give more description. Her hair's curly out.
Right.
And then that's it. Then you get it, yeah? And then you get who she is. Because there's three other women
It's
here.
a brown. It's fine.
If she was the only woman here, I said the woman over there. Okay.
1 moment ago he said all white people are racist, now he's changed
He
it
never said
slightly.
that. He never
tweaked
said
it.
all white people are racist. He never said.
Earlier he said he was English and then you said he never said that when he did say that. You've been wrong all over the place. I don't even know why you're here. I don't even know why he's
He's
here.
insinuating.
No, but he never said
Credits
that.
him more,
Yeah, but
like, you know what I'm
you're
saying?
trying to say he is saying that, but you can't say it.
The irony is unbelievable.
Can anybody here read
That's not
Arabic?
fair.
Anybody here
No,
read
I can't
Arabic?
read Arabic.
Can you read Arabic? Anyone Arabic speaker? Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, let's read this. Let's read it. Narrated by, this is in Bukhari, Anas bin Malik. Anas bin Malik, everyone, let's read
I
it.
don't know where he's going with this.
Why we're sitting on the Prophet, hold on a second. Why we're sitting,
I'm just coming here more confused.
because you're acting like a non-believer right now. You're acting like a kafir.
But you're an unbeliever. But you're an unbeliever.
Okay. While we were sitting with the Prophet
an unbeliever.
in the mosque, a man came riding on his camel. He made his camel kneel down in the mosque and tied his foreleg, and then said, "Who amongst you is Muhammad?" He's sitting in a mosque. There's over 2,000 people there. Who amongst you is Muhammad? At the time, the Prophet was sitting amongst his companions. How many companions did he have? Over 1,000, yes? Right. Leaning on it, we replied, the white man reclining on his arm. The only reference the man had to give to find Muhammad was to say he was white.
So what?
So remember,
Let's say Muhammad
he's
was white.
amongst his companions.
So what?
There's over 2,000
Muhammad was
people
a
there.
white man.
He was a white
Blue
but you
eyes
said
and
he
blonde
wasn't.
hair. Muhammad was a white man with blue
just
eyes
read
and
it.
blonde hair.
It's so many different accounts.
No,
Right.
let's
That's
just
a
go
lie.
with it. Let's just go with it. Because I'm
So,
telling you, we know he's
we
the
have
racist.
a white man.
He has something
we have
against
a
white
white
people,
man.
bro. You have
that-
something against
okay,
white people.
So we have a white man. Okay, watch this now. So we have a trait now. We have a white man that is purporting
You can say that, but
slavery
he wasn't a
and
white
racism.
man.
He was a black man.
He released
He wasn't
Right?
a white man.
Hold on a second. So we have, hold on a second.
How would you,
So we have,
explain
no,
a
bro,
man
you can't talk
with
over
bushy
it.
hair, brown skin, and bushy beard? What would you say that?
No,
Does
Prophet
that
Muhammad
sound
looked like
a-
Leonardo DiCaprio. Prophet Muhammad looked like Leonardo DiCaprio.
You said that. You said that. You're
So
lying.
what? Prophet Muhammad is white.
Yeah,
So
disagree
what?
with you.
What does that mean?
Every time that you guys say I'm lying when I'm reading Bukhari,
Okay.
you are now breaking oral tradition of
Prophet
Islam.
Muhammad was a white man. So
Thank
what?
you very much.
So what? So what?
You're now breaking tradition of
So
Islam.
what? He's a white
If
man.
you
So what?
disagree with it, if you disagree with it, you
I
need
have-
to show me
So?
a hadith that disagrees
Prophet
with
Muhammad
this.
was a white man.
Because
his
by
name was
your
James.
opinion,
His name was James.
by your very opinion, you are breaking the oral tradition by disagreeing with hadith.
No, we're not. There's different accounts.
No, but this is Bukhari.
This is why the hadith is in trouble.
So what I'm trying to say to you, and in Arabic it says the same thing, white man. So what I'm trying to say
Amen,
to you
brother.
is this.
Amen.
So what I'm trying to say to you, here we have the white man who in ancient times is characteristic of having black slaves,
Why would that be the Middle East?
promoting.
Why is only one white man? He's like,
Did you ever watch Lawrence of Arabia? I did.
absolutely.
Lawrence of Arabia was the white man running around the Middle East.
Prophet Muhammad was a white man. What's
Yeah?
the point? Prophet Muhammad was a white man. What's the
Hold on a
point?
second. Who carved up the Middle East and called it Qatar, Kuwait?
England,
the white
England.
man.
No, England.
The white man.
Britain.
The white man has been around the Middle East
Britain.
for thousands of years.
Britain did that.
Right.
Britain drew up
the
the
white
borders.
man has cut up
Britain
Africa.
drew up
Thing.
the borders, not
Right.
the white man.
So what I'm trying to
Britain
say to
did.
you, on this occasion, you cannot trust a white man in ancient times promoting
He's not white.
racism. We just read his white. Racism and hatred. As brown-skinned people, now look how brown you are now. Look how brown the sister is. Look how brown the sister is. Don't get shy.
I don't know.
Why are you getting all shy? But you are Right, you two talking now. You can come in. Now you can respect. Come in. Educate him. Because this guy has to relax now. The brain cells,
I am.
the neurons are going.
trying to get that
they're
energy,
going
brother.
crazy right now. I can't keep doing this to him. Anybody else got anything to say? So we've got to summarise. This has been a long discussion.
Prophet Muhammad was a white man. So
right.
what?
Number one, there is no evidence that anybody called Gabriel came to see Muhammad.
Right.
No evidence that anyone called Gabriel came to see Muhammad.
No.
Muhammad became suicidal. He wanted to kill himself. Right? So he's gone. Right.
Give us a real example.
Muhammad became suicidal. Do you know that? Now this is the hadith. It's narrated by Aisha. Bukhari. You don't believe in that? Hold on a second. Do you believe in Aisha? Okay. It's narrated by Aisha. Be skeptical of hadith. What Bukhari?
They're white. See womanly wisdom. See it there.
So are you Sunni Muslim? So are you Quranists? Are you Quranists? Oh, you're skeptical. You're saying that on camera. I have to come. I better stay in the team to look after you. I bet you. I mean, are you a Muslim convert or was you born into it? Yeah, but she's free thinking now. I like this. She's free thinking. I like this free thinking going on.
She's not trying to. I see you. Alright, go on.
No, I see what they're wrong. I'm not going to expose them.
Yeah,
I see what they're wrong. I'm not going to expose them.
No, I see it. We just don't. We know that.
Or brown, what colour is it?
There's certain people that might.
You have a light brown, or the different shades of brown. Okay, let me show you. You have a different shades of brown. I'm going to show you. The different shades of brown, or different shades of pink. For instance, okay. Now he just asked a question. Now, can anybody? Let's play a game. Let's make it fun. Can anyone show me where the brown stops and the redness begins? Where the brown, light brown. Where the light brown, and the redness begins. Red. Where the brown stops, where the light there. Okay. And then the redness begins. Yes. The brown stops, and the redness. So really, truly, just these three. Yeah. Everybody else is different shades of brown. You see the different shades of brown. So to answer your question, can somebody be in the middle? No. You have a different shades of brown or different shades of red. So you can show me the alien in between this lot. I'll be quite happy to think. E.T. went home long time.
Where did they go?
Look at this one.
Look at where this man came from.
Where the ones in the middle go?
They're different shades of brown. The class is black.
Do they go heaven or hell?
Well, the only people now going to paradise are these three here. Everybody else is going to hell. So let's have a party.
No, but what about the fourth one?
Only these three.
What about the fourth one?
No, as I'm saying to you, within the Quranic literature, Islamic literature, it's saying only white-skinned people are going to paradise. I just read it. And then within the Quran it says faces will blacken.
This is a black
No, but hold on a second.
Read that first before you go.
No, you read it aloud.
All right.
And where's
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was a medium stature, had brown shoulder, and his hair was thick.
And wavy.
He's a black man then.
It's African then. There you go.
Right?
African that man.
And his stature, right, his colour, he was neither white nor brown.
He was in the middle, exactly.
So mixed race in a way.
He's a mixed race.
source, please? Source.
He's a mixed
Where you
race.
get that from?
Yeah, it could be though.
He's a mallet.
Okay, Al-Bara ibn
Arab
Azim
and black.
describes the Prophet.
Nah. In what source?
Black father,
that hadith?
Arab mother.
Yes, hadith, yes.
Which one?
Could be
Okay,
though.
well, another way, let me find search word.
Muhammad. Yeah,
come on.
black father,
Thing
Arab
is the
mother.
head.
No.
I've got it from this.
What do you mean?
This is the website.
Can I have the hadith? Which hadith? You just read a statement, but you know you're talking to now. Where's the hadith? You can't just read it. Look, here's my one. Here's my one that's read to you. This is what I'm talking about. Bukhari, that's what I got you being a white man. So you need to show me your source.
Yeah, but okay.
So right now, take time.
All right, Ali ibn Talib.
What source?
Don't you believe that?
You just read something to me without doing research.
Cool, okay, I will look at it.
So you made
Sorry, I'll show you that.
It could be, maybe.
turn into a shadow while you're doing the research. Right, so have we got the summary now? Yes? I'm sure, all I'm trying to do is help my brown sisters. This guy's already saved. He's alright, he's alright. This guy's going straight to paradise. You're Muslim, my friend?
Well, then he isn't, is he?
Well, if you turn Muslim, straight to paradise.
Yeah, he is, that's true.
This guy's got Oyster card to paradise. Sorry, mate. This guy's got Oyster card to paradise. Everyone else? I'm sorry, listen, I'm Gabriel. I'm here to say to you guys.
Are you called what?
Gabriel, I'm here to say to you guys, I did not come to speak to Muhammad. I don't know who that was. Look, within the hadiths, you guys need to understand
Use the
something.
Quran. Why can you use the as a
Because
source?
hadith and Quran go hand in hand.
I'm asking you to use the Quran.
Bukhari and Quran are like my hands. They go hand in hand.
Sunni Muslims.
Right? And there has been many discussions going on for hours with Quranists coming down here and being shut down for just believing in just the Quran. They've been told you cannot have the Quran without the hadith.
You have no issue with the Quran?
Even though the Quran says nothing will be taken away or added from this book, yet still the hadith is an addition. So for me, the
And
hadith
this
is the
gentleman here, I forgot
innovation.
his, this guy, his name Adnan Rashid, argued for hours. This is the guy that says,
Always on TV.
yeah, this is the guy that says the crescent moon is not the moon because it's just a crescent. My 5-year-old knows the crescent moon is the moon. That's how thick he is. But the point is this. Right? But the point is this. He won't talk to me. Is this guy unless he changes clothes? Not the only way he can come and talk to me. So my sisters, are you happy with the information? Any questions? This sister here, you know. I got good hope for this sister. What's your name, sister? Miriam. You know Miriam. You know Moses' sister's called Miriam.
No.
So I'm Moses. Welcome, sister.
Gang.
Stick to the Quran, Gary.
They asked me to stick to the Quran, man. 100%. Word of God.
So any questions? Any questions?
Yeah, please do.
Any questions? Miriam.
Yeah, please do. No, I just think you're black supremacist. I really believe that.
Sorry?
I really believe that black supremacists, but you won't say it out loud.
No, hold on a second.
I really believe that.
Hold on a second. But I'm only up against white supremacists. You see, the only way that you become a black
You're telling them
supremacist.
go to hell because they're
No,
black.
hold on a second. The only way, look, remember, ladies, remember. Now you guys are from East Africa, right?
Yeah.
East Africa? No. Right, East Africa. Remember, in ancient times, we had no problems. We had tribal discrepancies, wars, but it was no one trying to globally take us over,
if you had power,
change our
what would you
language. But what I'm trying to say to you, before Islam arrived, what was your traditions? What was your culture? No, but what was your culture before Islam? You
No, I didn't exist.
do your research. Speak to your elders. I'm telling you, it's very rich. No, speak to your elders and find out.
My ancestors are all wrong. Why would I do that?
What do you mean
They're
it's wrong?
ignorant
The
people.
Quran
They're
is
not
all
meant to have
wrong.
no
Because,
medicine.
you know why? Because the Quran has no author, has no authenticity to say it came from
To be
God.
devil's advocate,
None.
the sources that you use to actually get into it was the hadiths.
Exactly.
So to
You never
play
use
the
the
devil's
Quran, you know
advocate,
it's true. You
no,
never
he
use
used the
the
Quran
Quran.
verse and then he used the hadith to explain it. So this is what I'm showing you. The hadiths are definitely not verified. If
Yeah,
you
I
go
think
with the hadiths, you're done. Man will do your dance
use
out
the
here.
Quran.
Let me play devil's
This is mad
advocate.
hadith.
Okay, let me play devil's
Gary,
advocate. How would you know about the
I can't
history?
tell if you're talking.
How would you know about the history of Islam on how the book?
see what I know
Hold
about
on a second. How would you know about Islam and how the book got in your hands without the hadiths? Does it say in anywhere in the Quran?
How does that affect you getting closer to God?
No, but I'm just saying
And,
to you,
and following the Quran.
but you won't know the customs of Islam.
But that's more
all in the
political.
I don't
hadith.
have to hear those things about it. It's just
Those are more
sunnah. It's not
political things.
compulsory.
That are used to
I've got the
persuade
Quran,
people.
that's
Did
it.
you perform ablution this morning? You know what ablution
That's
is?
in the Quran too, though.
Did you
The Quran
perform
too.
ablution?
It's in the
Did
Quran
you
as well.
perform it?
It's
Some of you are
irrelevant.
lying. I know
It's
some of you.
irrelevant.
Every Muslim here performed ablution this morning.
Ablution,
Yeah.
Yes.
Even the
Now-
Rasta man,
Relevant.
Now,
stay clean.
It's in the Quran as well.
where in the Quran did it say the devil's up your nose?
That's hadith.
So you are paying attention to hadiths then?
Yeah, some of
Because
them,
that's why
yeah.
you did ablution then?
Yeah, some of them.
So you are following the
Some
hadiths.
hadith, yeah.
Can I say something, Gary?
So what I'm trying to say to you, you cannot pick
you
and
keep
choose.
making points of-
You cannot pick and choose.
No, but they can pick and choose
Can I
what's
make-
true.
Let me make one
No,
point.
but they don't
What's
know what's
consistent
true.
with the
Quran
Quran?
can
No,
What's consistent with the
but
Quran?
they don't
I'll
know
tell you.
what's true.
Yeah,
And
well,
the
yes, I
hadith
do.
is
I
not
remember, the truth
hadiths you
only
take or leave.
starts with the once upon a time author. If you have no author of a book, you have no book.
Right.
The Quran has not been written stated author Allah. It just says
Why would that? Why?
no. The person, listen, Gabriel, or this man, was not Gabriel
angel,
came.
you mean?
The angel who came to Muhammad, only his uncle Warwicker, who wasn't even there. Warwicker, his uncle. Do you know the story?
No, she doesn't.
Where'd you get the story from?
Okay.
No, she doesn't.
Be quiet.
Okay.
Who
You
is
know the
it?
story. Now I can show you, but let me just sum it up. Muhammad used to go to the cave to worship Allah. Now that's strange because at the time of Muhammad's birth, one of Muhammad's name is Abdullah, servant of Allah. So at the time of Muhammad's birth, there was no such thing as the concept of one God.
There was.
There
No.
was.
Before his worship
No,
of
there
God.
wasn't.
When Moses was
No, it wasn't.
In Yemen and Ethiopia.
That's okay.
In Yemen and Ethiopia, they had the
the
Israelite
gods,
law.
hold on,
They had the Israelite law.
Hold on.
Noah,
The
Moses.
gods of the Israelites was not called Allah.
It was.
It was not called. Was it?
Allah means one.
No,
God.
no, it doesn't.
It does.
It says worship of one God. But what I'm trying to say to you, worship to one God or servitude to one God. What I'm trying to say to you, the God in the Torah and Christianity was not called Allah. And Jews will stand here and tell you defiantly it wasn't. So, number one,
Isn't that translation to different languages?
it doesn't matter, but it wasn't called Allah.
know,
It wasn't called Allah. Secondly, so Muhammad used to go to the cave to
I'm just
worship
being
Allah.
the devil's advocate
Okay,
here.
was it? Then it reads on.
Oh, the God advocate.
An angel came to
Fireball
him.
devils still.
Then it says here, an angel came to him and asked him to read. Muhammad said he can't read, and 3 times he was fully depressed. Okay, great. I'm just saying to you. Then Muhammad was so frightened, he went for his wife to calm him down, and she took him to his uncle Warwicker. That's where the Warwicker comes in. He's called Warwicker.
Okay.
The
guess
uncle
what
is called
happened?
Warwicker. No, wait a
When the
second.
Prophet
He's actually
Muhammad
Muslim.
Nah, he's honest.
Went
He's honest. He's
to the
honest.
cave, yeah. Listen, yeah. When the Prophet Muhammad went to the cave, first of all, at that moment he used to worship idols and paganistic lifestyle.
I can charge you for you if you
So
want.
what he did is that
Yeah.
he wanted to know about the oneness of God. He knew there was something more greater to what he knows, to what these people are saying. So he went to search for the enlightenment like Buddha.
Yeah.
Buddha had to leave his kingdom.
But he was worshipping
Wait,
Allah.
Listen. Buddha has to leave his kingdom to search for enlightenment and the true one God. You understand? So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went to seek enlightenment on his own, and enlightenment can be sought through, what's it called, through yourself. You have to leave like a certain place and go to a peaceful place. Anyways, when he went to the cave, the angel Gabriel came to him, and you know the story.
Yeah.
Of course. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
How do you know it was Angel Gabriel? How do you know
It wasn't
Angel
Gabriel.
I want to go over the story quickly.
Show me where it says
No, no, how,
Gabriel.
no, how do
There
you
was
know
no Gabriel, by the way.
Angel.
It's just an angel.
Okay, I don't
doesn't
know.
say.
I don't know. I don't know
Right,
if that was
doesn't say.
Angel Gabriel, but from. Alright.
So are you going to say to us?
Wait,
admit to me,
let me finish.
What did Gabriel
Let
yes
me
or no?
finish. Let me finish.
Yes,
I'll get back
Show
to
me.
your question.
It doesn't say it.
Well, I'll get back to your question. I'll get back to your question if it was Jibril or not. But let me finish my point about Waraqah.
Ah, yes.
So the Prophet Muhammad, it was the first time he experienced such thing. Because remember, he grew up under a paganistic lifestyle, and he never heard about this kind of stuff. So the closest person to understand what these things could be was a Christian or someone who knows about God. And this Christian we're talking about was the Wahidiyah, or the oneness, or they had the faith of the one true God.
Yeah.
No association with Christ or anything, the one true God. And Jesus was their prophet basically, alright? So they went to Waraqah, right? And Waraqah said, what you saw is a spiritual journey, and that was a message from God. And he said the only angel that brings messages to this earth is only one angel, and it's well known. Every time a prophet is revealed for a message, only one angel does that job, and he said that's Angel Gabriel.
Okay, thank you. Are you done? Okay, so
Thank you.
Warwicker, thank you for that. Very eloquently spoken. Now,
Very good, very calm.
so what it is this. Warwicker then said it's Gabriel.
Yes.
But the point is, the angel never introduced itself as Gabriel. Now, Warwicker at the time was a Christian. Within the Christian books, when Gabriel came to Zechariah, who's the father of John the Baptist, the first thing Gabriel said to John the Baptist's father, I'm going to show you here for the camera. Watch this. For the camera. It says here, this is the difference. And the angel answered him and said unto him, I am Gabriel that stand in the presence of God. When he came to the Virgin Mary, I am Gabriel. When he came in David's dream, I am Gabriel. Gabriel introduces himself. That's his character. This person, this angel, didn't do that. That wasn't the character of Gabriel. Because throughout the text, he does that. And then Warwicker then expressed the fact that the devil can impersonate Gabriel. And he says that in the life, he does say that. Watch this. Now, there is a famous biography.
That shows the hadith where Waraqah says the devil.
No.
I want to see that.
No, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.
You're back
I'm going to show you.
You went off
I'm going to show
somewhere.
you. I'm going to show you.
I want to see it now.
I'm going to show you.
Before you go on,
I'm going to show
I
you.
want to know that.
No, it's not the hadith. It's not the hadith of Benson Road. Right, it's not the hadith, but what's this? Right.
I want to know where
Miriam,
Waraqah said
Miriam, where you going? You coming back?
Show me.
That's the only reason. Hold on, guys. No, I don't want to talk to you guys. Miriam's gone.
I want to talk to you, Gary.
Miriam's gone.
I want to talk to
You guys. Miriam's gone. As soon as you're gone, you run off the girls, man.
You run the girls.
The girls are gone.
Where were we before?
Wait.
You said Prophet Muhammad was a white man. So
You guys,
what?
the girls.
Prophet Muhammad was a white man. So what?
Gary, know that.
To me earlier on. Listen, if you want to talk,
Where are the girls?
Why are you ignoring the discussion?
Hello. Hey.
what do you mean by that? If you want to talk, you talk, but you come with no respect.
They don't care. They don't care about us. They just care about the content.
I like that. Yeah? Nothing but love.
But listen, someone was not, let's say, when they left, you believe in something. They were clear about it. I don't believe in that. So they knew what was happening, why it was happening. In the case of Muhammad and in the case
You know why? You know why?
what
Wait. You know why? Because these people were raised under the law of the Judaism. You understand? That is why. They already knew. But we're talking about a man who never had that knowledge. We're talking about a man who never had that knowledge. It was very basic.
When God sends Gabriel, the Old Testament, and the New Testament, Rob, can you do my favor? Come here. He goes to
Hell yeah.
Yeah, go on. Okay.
I'm the challenger.
Okay, let's go.
No. We have to get some.
Okay, what's your... Because so far...
No, why are you avoiding the discussion? Where we last left off.
What do you want to discuss?
You said Prophet Muhammad was white. And I'm saying, so what if Prophet Muhammad was white? Carry on.
Okay, great.
Prophet Muhammad is white. So what?
White skinned, yeah? White
what?
skin.
No, white man.
Just like me, like
No,
that.
white man.
White skin.
So what?
No, you are not classed as a white man.
No.
Okay,
White man, this is...
So
Listen.
what? White man, blue eyes, blonde hair, no
No, there's no white man here.
So what? So
There's
what?
no white... I'm looking for the white man now.
It's the skin, it's the color of the skin.
Find a white man. There's no white man.
Look at a white man.
Why are you avoiding that discussion?
Right, guys, listen. Order.
Is this in a comedy?
Mayweather can only deal with one opponent at a time.
Brother, can we get somewhere?
Anybody who
Enough of the
needs
stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy.
I will deal with you one by one.
Brother, what's the
Take your
stand-up
time.
comedy? What's the
Roll
stand-up
up.
comedy? Hilarious! Hilarious!
Listen,
Right,
that doesn't
come,
look good
one
when you
by
put
one.
it close to your mouth, you know. It
One
doesn't
go.
look very
One go.
bad.
It looks like a penis. No, I'm joking. But Gary, come on. Let's get somewhere,
We've been
man.
hanging
Let's
out
get
in
somewhere.
Soho.
No, I don't hang around in
You're
Soho,
Soho,
man.
man,
I'm Muslim. It's homosexuality is against our religion.
Well, you have a homosexuality.
Let's leave that.
But if you're you're more likely to be homosexual.
Gary, talk to me.
You have no cornerstone.
who is
You have no
you?
faith.
Yeah, let's go.
No. We haven't finished our discussion.
Wait.
No. This is beautiful.
Nah.
Heads or
He's
tails?
avoiding the discussion. Wait a minute.
Oh, we'll get back to that.
No,
Heads or tails?
We
Heads or
started
tails?
off. We started off first.
Heads or tails? Which one are
We
you?
started.
Heads or tails?
No, hey, bro.
Alright, take out a coin. You got a coin?
Bro,
You got a pound, bro.
Bro. Principles. We had a discussion first. Listen.
What was he talking about?
He said Prophet Muhammad is white, and I'm telling him, so what? What's his point? That's all I want to know. Next, that's it. Once he says
He
what's
wasn't white.
whatever, but what's his point?
He's just shutting shit, bro. He wasn't white.
But let him confirm that he's shouting shit.
I'm gonna talk about
Gary.
Give me 1 pound.
Gary.
Wait, there's no coins.
Prophet Muhammad was white, so what?
Oh, 1 second.
Oh my God.
Right, okay, 1
Brother,
second.
he wants us to
Right.
argue. He
Heads
wants
or-
us to argue.
Let's do heads or tails.
They're good at division.
Right, hold on a second.
They learned that from the British.
Right,
The
come on.
British that went to
Heads
the
or
land and
tails,
invaded
YouTube.
them.
Heads
They
or
learned that
tails?
technique.
Heads or tails?
No, heads or tails. I'm first. We're heads or tails.
Is he first?
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, pause for a moment, brother. Okay, tell me, Prophet Muhammad was white. What's the problem?
The problem is,
Yeah, what's the problem?
white man in ancient times
Yes.
had a problematic trait of going around and causing division through white supremacy.
Is that every white person?
Yes.
Is that
I'm
for
saying to
every white
you,
person?
I'm saying to you.
Is that for every white
Listen,
person?
this is what I'm trying to say to you. Prominent white people at the time, leaders of countries, organizers of law
All
used
white
to
leaders.
go around the world in
all-
ancient times
every white leader,
and
yeah.
declare themselves superior.
Yeah.
It was something called
Every
the
whi-
Aryans.
every white guy, yeah.
Hold on a second.
Every
It
white
was
guy.
something
Leader,
called
you just said.
I just
Every
said.
white guy is a racist.
Every white
I
leader
get
you
it.
just said.
Every
Listen.
white guy is
Every
racist.
white person.
Every white leader is
Hold on a
racist.
second. You're not listening to me.
Every white guy is
Every
white
white
leader is racist.
Every white leader that could enforce systematic racism will go around the world and
Okay, I understand
and
that.
conduct that.
So what does that have to do with Prophet Muhammad?
For what I'm trying to say to you, so when you read about Muhammad
Yes.
being a white man,
Is Muhammad the white
Hold
man
on a
name? Is
second.
Muhammad the Anglo-Saxon name?
hold
No,
on a
it's not.
second.
It's
Hold
an
on a second.
Arabian name.
Hold on a
But
second.
carry on.
Hold on a second.
But carry on.
well, I have an
His
English
name
name,
is
but
not
you just
James.
now. Well, listen.
What's his name, James?
Because listen,
Phil?
I have a
George?
very. Hold on. You need to calm down.
I'm not need to calm down. I'm trying to
I
get
have
your
a
point.
very English name.
You're not listening.
Passion, baby.
Hold on a
I got
second.
the fire.
I know.
Yeah, go on.
Every time.
Now,
that's all my-
I have a very English name, which
It's
is
an African thing, the passion. But go on.
No,
sorry.
no, no.
I
It's
have
a
a very-
Muhammad. It's a Muhammad.
I have a very English name, which is very close to Gary Smith.
Right.
Well, on paper, you think white guy.
Okay.
But according to you, I'm African.
Prophet Muhammad was a white guy, yes.
Right.
Go on. What's the
so
point? What's
your
the
point of names is irrelevant.
Okay.
The point I'm trying to say to you is this. So when I read of this white man having black slaves,
Black people had black slaves.
black slaves. No,
Black
they didn't.
people had-
That's
yes, they did.
a
Yes,
misconception.
they
Show me
did.
the evidence. 'Cause I can show you they
Show
didn't.
me the evidence.
I can show you they
Show
didn't.
me the evidence.
Right, hold on a second. Let's deal with one point at a time.
No evidence.
So when I see a white man having black slaves,
Yeah.
and then I see a white man promoting black people are for hell and white people are for paradise.
That was a metaphor you got wrong.
And then when I see
That
in the
was a
Quran,
metaphor you got wrong.
and then when I see in the
But
Quran,
we have a black prophet at
and
the
then
same
when
time.
I see
We
in
have
the
a black
Quran,
prophet at the same
and
time.
when I see in the Quran,
Yeah.
faces will be blackened.
From war,
Right,
Armageddon.
blackened.
Armageddon.
But in the Tafsir, it
Haven't you
doesn't
seen
say
World
that.
War II? You see white
It
people
doesn't
turn
say-
black 'cause of the smoke.
It
Wait,
doesn't say
let
that.
me say something about
It doesn't say that.
Can I say something
So-
about
light on them.
So,
No
Yo,
light.
yo,
Yeah.
let me say something
there's
about
your
Gary.
debunk
Sorry,
right
yeah.
there.
Gary, Gary.
No, you didn't
You're done.
say
You're done.
nothing to say.
You're
No,
done.
I'm
Shut
not done. I'm not
down. Shut
done.
down.
I'm just giving him space.
You talked
No,
about
no,
you talked
no.
about black and white. Do you know when we're talking about black and white in heaven? It's not the sort of black that we know. For example, in Arabic, when you say white, it means white. White means white.
Yeah, lighter,
Also,
lighter.
For example,
Light,
the color
yeah.
of water
Yeah.
is white.
Yes, it's
You
a
understand?
Shall we
bright
see?
colour.
Shall we see? Shall we see? Let's see. Because what happens here, and it's been happening for a very long time, and it's been my mission to shut it down.
For how many years?
Well,
For how many years have you
shut
been
it
trying to
down.
shut down this?
No, no, no.
Like 10 years, brother.
Listen, the personal message I get is
10
working.
years, you
The
haven't
personal
shut down
message
this
that I get is working. So what I'm
God,
trying to
yeah.
say to you is this: when you have the Quran,
Yes.
one of the biggest wishes of Muhammad, one of the biggest wishes, you know, it's written in there. He asked Ibn Abbas that Allah give him the knowledge to interpret the book.
Okay.
You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Muhammad asked Allah to give Ibn Abbas
Because you're illiterate.
the power to interpret the book, because they knew the book needs interpretation.
Of course. Because
Right.
Muhammad was illiterate.
Oh, great.
But carry
So
on.
the book needs interpretation.
Yes.
Right. So when I'm giving verses in the Quran, the only place that we can go for interpretation is from scholars. People
But
that
how
didn't study
do
it
you
their
know,
whole lives.
how do you know
I
if the
cannot.
scholars haven't been corrupted? How do you know that?
Because we can start by mentioning the names and you can tell me if they're renowned. Now,
I don't know.
the last person I want to go to, with no disrespect, is two guys at Speaker's Corner. Yeah,
But you're here at the same time
No, I know.
asking
But I'm
us-
saying to you, two guys at Speaker's Corner compared to the legacy of
A guy
scholars,
in Speaker's
it doesn't
Corner-
really
No,
match
it's
up.
right,
Right.
it's
So
right.
let's have a look.
I don't have the
About
knowledge.
Islam.
So let's have a look.
I'm a student.
Double
So
standards.
let's have a look.
Only provide
So let's have a
you
look.
get me?
So
Standards.
after that speech, let's have a look. So when the Quran said
Yeah.
faces will be blackened, we have to go tafsir time.
Yeah, okay.
And the scholar I'm going to use is Jalalain.
But why do you keep ignoring the fact that we have a black prophet? Why do you keep ignoring that?
What's black prophet?
It
says he's a white man.
At one time you're saying
No, just now.
One time you're
He said a
saying
black man.
you're saying Islam is racist, but at the same time we have a black prophet.
Who?
There's a
Like who?
contradiction there.
Who? Muhammad was a black man.
You're saying Islam
No,
enforces some
are
sort of
you
racism.
saying Muhammad is a black man?
No, listen to me.
Are you saying Muhammad is a
Bilal
black man?
was a black man.
Bilal was a slave.
To who? To
He
who?
was a slave.
To who? To who?
He was a slave
To
to the
who?
Arabs.
To
Bilal
who?
was a slave to an Arab owner. He was a slave.
Was the Arab Muslim?
Stop talking about
Was the Arab
Bilal.
Muslim? No.
Stop talking about
Bilal was a
Bilal.
black man.
Stop talking
and
about
very
Bilal.
grateful
Bilal
he
was
came
a
to our
slave.
religion.
He was not a prophet.
He became free.
He was a Muslim.
He was a slave.
And I love him with all my heart.
Stop telling me about slaves coming good.
You guys,
I don't want to.
You guys are digging your own
I don't
grave.
want to know
You're
about
digging your own
slaves
grave.
becoming good. Yeah?
Islam empowers
We have someone called Kunta Kinte
You want
that
division.
became good. I
I'm
don't
saying
hear
we're
it.
united, we're brothers. I don't know what you're trying to get at, fam. You know what I mean?
So, let's read from the Tafsir. It clearly states the day when some faces are blackened.
We have a black prophet.
It
What does that
doesn't
mean?
say nothing about the connotations that you guys are talking about. It's very clear in the Tafsir, faces will be blackened.
We have a
Now
black
I
prophet.
put it to you, if this is a Muslim brother here and his face is already blackened, what
My
happens
brother.
to him?
Yeah. He's a human being. I don't know what happens to him. I don't know what happens to him. He's a human being.
Case in
I don't
point.
know what happens to him.
Case in point. Case in point.
You're going to go hell because you're black?
Yes.
So how about,
Case in point.
how about our prophet Bilal who was black? Is he going to go
It doesn't
hell?
matter.
No, I don't think
Go to
so.
hell.
Listen, man, it's about your deeds, not your skin color.
No,
Get over
it's
your
about-
skin color. You're not special. You're nothing special.
Plus,
You all got to
You're
go.
not so. You're
Don't
nothing
argue.
special.
Plus
You're
as
black.
well.
You're nothing special. I'm whatever
Plus
I am.
as
I'm
well.
nothing special.
Plus as well.
Why are you making a deal out of your skin color? I don't care about your skin color. You're a human being.
but you're still
You're a
gonna
human
go.
being.
Plus
I don't
as
care
well.
about your skin color.
Plus as well.
Gonna go to
I
hell.
don't care about your skin color.
Plus as
Still gonna go to hell.
Okay, hold on a second.
I don't
Plus
feel sorry
as
for
well.
you. I don't feel sorry for you.
Plus
You're a
as
human
well.
being.
Guys,
And God has blessed
let's
you.
not go in personal argument. Plus as well, in Islamic literature, renowned literature, it states the devil is a black man.
I ain't gonna take your word from someone in Speaker's Corner.
Let's
as
have
you
a
said to
look.
us. It's
The
some
life
guy
of
in Speaker's
Muhammad.
Corner. I'm not
Let's have a
gonna
look. It says here.
Yeah.
This is what it said. I heard the apostle say, whoever wants to see Satan should look at Nabal. Right? He's a sturdy black man with long flowing hair, inflamed eyes.
So-
why is the devil a black man?
No, wait a minute. You're not a lawyer. You're not a lawyer. You don't understand English, bro. He's describing him. He's describing him. He's black. He's describing him. He's not saying all black people.
They drop scripture
This guy's
and the Muslims
deception.
go
Deception.
crazy.
Deception.
You drop Muhammad, you drop the devil's a black man and they go nuts.
Sneaky.
They go nuts.
Sneaky.
And the black or white only read the faith.
Deception.
Islamic
You're
scripture
a
says
deceiver. You're a deceiver.
Nafsa is a black man.
You're a deceiver.
Racism.
You're a deceiver.
Right, what's this now?
You're a deceiver.
One more for you. One more for you.
No.
One
That
more
was
for
even
you.
one for me. That was
Our
one for
literature.
yourself.
Here we
bro.
go.
That wasn't for me.
Yes, it was.
I don't take bullshit. That's bullshit.
Our literature. Let's do it again.
He's describing a man that happened to be black. He's saying he's black. He's describing a man that
Why
happened to
didn't
be
he say
black.
he's white?
Because he's not
Why
white,
didn't
he's
he say
black.
white? Why didn't he say the devil was a
If
white
I was
man?
going to describe you, I'd say this black man.
Why did the devil say he's a white man?
Why didn't
Why
he
did
say
they say
he
he's a
was
white
a
man?
white man?
And then you guys
The guy is
want
black.
to-
Why is
hold
he
on a
going to call
second.
him white?
And
The
then
guy's
you
black.
guys,
Why are you
and
gonna
then
call
you
him white?
guys, hold on a second. You
The guy's
guys,
black.
you guys
Unbelievable.
now want to argue with. Hold on a second, bro.
You guys are
Now
racist.
you guys want to
You
argue
didn't
with.
learn nothing, man.
Wait a second, bro.
All
You
those
guys want to
coloni-
learn.
Africa got colonized and you didn't learn nothing. You're
Listen-
doing exactly what they did to
Let me
you.
show you something.
You're
Let me
doing
show you something.
exactly what
Let
they
me show
did
you
to you, to us.
The mere fact that you are a confused Muslim with the sign of Horus on your chest.
I'm African,
shows
brother.
me
That's
that
why
you're
I have this on my
confused.
chest.
You are confused.
I'm African, that's
You
why I have
got
this on my chest.
Now you got a pagan symbol.
I am North African, that's why I have this on my chest.
You are French North African.
No, I'm not French, North African.
Yes, you
I
are.
don't even have a
There's
ounce
no
of
Africans
French
that look
in
like
me.
you.
No, Moroccan. I'm
indigenous-
Moroccan. I am Moroccan.
You are not indigenous
I am
to
Berber.
Africa.
I am Berber. Yes,
We've
I
been
am.
over this before.
Berbers are indigenous
You
to
guys
Africa.
have identity
Berber
crisis
are
problems.
indigenous to
Be
Africa.
proud of being French.
I'm not French.
Jumekwa.
No.
Jumekwa.
Berber. I'm a Berber and I'm proud
I
African.
love to speak French.
I'm Berber and I'm a
I
proud
love to speak
African. I'm
Jumekwa
Berber
and
and I'm a
Perrier.
proud African.
I remember the Matrix. Remember the Matrix?
I've lived in Africa longer
Like
than
when the-
you. I lived in
Remember the
Uganda
Matrix?
for 7
'Cause like
years.
when the Moravian
You've been
said-
here paying your taxes
He
here
tried every
to the same
language,
people that
but
enslaved
French
your
is his best
people.
language.
You've been paying your
Speak
taxes
French.
to the people that enslaved
Do
your
you know
people.
how much girls you get?
I
if
lived
you spoke
in
French?
Uganda for 7 years.
You
I'm
mu-
more African than you, bro.
Do you know how much girls you get?
I
You
lived
spoke
in
French.
Uganda for 7 years.
French accent, you
Kampala.
kill it.
Just outside Kampala. My dad had a coffee business there. It's more my dad employed 100 Africans.
So-
best wages. Best wages than anyone in Africa.
So why did you make them a business partner? You made none of them
Come on,
business partner, did
my
he?
dad's done
He
more for
employed,
Africa
he
than
employed
you,
them,
so-
but he never made none of them business partner, though, did he?
My dad employed.
Racism.
No, it's not
I
racism.
listen, I don't know about employers.
Point being is, I
I don't
paid
know
my
about
taxes
employers.
in Africa. You haven't paid
What
your
paid?
taxes in Africa.
What taxes?
I'm more African
I
than you.
haven't
bro.
worked in Africa.
I lived in
If
Africa
I
for
haven't
7
worked
years.
in Africa, why am I paying taxes?
You pay taxes to the country that enslaved your people. How do you feel, brother?
Hold on a second.
I paid my taxes
Hold
to...
on a second.
Yeah.
No, you have to understand this.
Yeah.
I'll let
They
Scrub
took
take.
over the slave trade from Islamic people.
Right.
No.
remember that.
No. That's not good enough. That's not good enough.
What you got to say to that?
Remember that.
I can't take... Can I take his
I just
word?
let a brother step in and debunk you.
Can I take his word for it?
Because so far you said
It
nah,
didn't start
what's
from
this?
Islam. It didn't start from Islam.
They had-
Christianity,
they had-
Judaism was way before Islam.
They had
Christianity had no slaves.
They had lodges.
The Christians are the ones who came to Africa. The Christians came first to Africa.
Receipts from who?
The Christians came first to Africa. You know that, brother. You know that.
Listen, and
Islam was the lost religion in the Abrahamic faith.
out of Africa.
Christians came there first. Christianity came first, bro. You know this. You know Christianity came first. You got it wrong, brother. You got the storyline wrong. You got the storyline. We came last. We came last, brother. Islam came last. How did we? We came last. Christianity came first. Christianity came to Africa first before Islam. What are you talking about? Christianity came first to Africa before Islam. Ethiopia.
Hold on a second. But you guys, hold on a second.
Christianity.
But you guys,
Okay, Christianity came to Africa before Islam.
no, it didn't.
It didn't.
No, it didn't. Hold on a
What
second.
history books are you reading?
Do you know your history?
They said, give us the land.
Do you know your
we'll
history?
give you religion.
Hold on a
We'll
second.
give you a
My
new
friend,
name.
come on
That's
this
what
side.
they say.
Come on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. No, let me-
You know very well what I'm talking
Brother.
about. You know very well, brother. Come on. Come on.
How long?
We're here for truth.
How long?
We're here for truth.
How long did the Arab
No
slave
points.
trade last for? Hold on a second.
Sorry?
Castrated your slaves.
How long did the Arab slave trade last for?
I don't know about
Hold on a
Babylon.
second. Come on
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Let's calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. How long did the Arab slave trade last for?
I do not know the numbers. I
1,000
currently
years.
do not.
1,000 years.
Okay, okay.
How long
Can you
did
let
the
me speak?
transatlantic slave
Can
trade
you let
last
me
for?
speak, please?
Hold on a second.
Yeah,
I'm giving you education
okay,
so you don't do this again.
Okay.
The Arab slave trade it lasted for 1,000
Yes,
years.
yes.
The Atlantic slave trade it lasted for 400 or 500 years.
Okay.
So which one came before? Or which
Islam.
one lasted longer? Islam.
Yeah, I guess
Exactly.
according to you.
Right. So the historical fact.
Okay.
And over 100
my
million
point is-
slaves.
my-
were enslaved.
my
But
point-
hold on a second.
Saudi
The-
Arabia
now,
stopped in
Are you going to let me
1962.
speak now? You've
No,
spoken
no.
enough now. You
No,
see, you
no.
don't even let me speak. How's that fair? How's that
Saudi Arabia
balance?
stopped slavery in
Are you
1962.
content over everything?
Do you realise that?
Where's the balance, brother?
1962.
You're on the show, man.
Where's the balance, though?
You're here now.
Let me speak. Are you going to let me speak or what?
Yeah, go on, try
Is
and
it a
speak.
two-way thing or what?
Yeah, go on.
What I'm trying to say is, I didn't say Islam never had slavery. What I'm trying to say is, just because they are Muslim and they had slaves, it doesn't.
slaves.
Are you going to let me finish? It doesn't mean they represent Islam.
But they still have
As a
slaves.
Muslim, I'm against any Muslim having slaves. I don't see that guy as a Muslim. No way. Because if they enslaved Africans, they enslaved my people as well. Okay? So I'm against that.
Muhammad had black slaves. Do you recognize him as a Muslim?
How do-
Muhammad had black slaves. How do you feel about that?
I feel very bad.
Now hold on a second.
I feel very bad about that.
But do you still recognize him as a Muslim?
But what's a
Hold on a
slave?
second. But do you still recognize him as a Muslim?
But what's a slave? What were the slaves doing?
Somebody against their free will?
No, what was the slave?
Somebody
What-
kept against their free will?
Okay, Prophet Muhammad's slaves.
So what I'm trying to say to you?
Not true.
So Muhammad had black slaves.
Okay, wait.
Muhammad had black slaves.
Wait a minute. Tell me,
Not against
how did
their
Prophet
work.
Muhammad treat the slaves?
I don't give a damn if he gave them. If he gave them.
Why?
Listen,
Why?
I don't care.
Why?
If Muhammad took them to the rich.
Listen, you're not special
I
because
don't
you're
care
black.
if he took them to the rich.
You're not special because you're black.
Right? Let me show
You're
you.
not special because you're black.
I am actually.
You're a black
I'm
supremacist.
not-
I know.
I am.
I
Well,
never died a long time ago.
I
You're not
want
special
something
because
for
you're
you know
black.
what it is.
You're not
You
special
know what
because
it
you're
is.
black.
No, I am.
Go back to Africa
You know
and
what
pay
it is.
taxes there like
You
I
know what it
did.
is. And go back to France.
No,
And go back to France. And go back to France and get. And listen, hold on a second. And go back to France. Hold on a second.
My grandfather killed a few
Go
French.
back to France.
My grandfather fought against the French.
I know you
No,
come
don't
Brother,
get
wait a
it
second.
twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Go back to
Don't
France.
get it twisted.
I know
Wait a
you're
second.
coming here and paying
Go
taxes.
back to France. Hello, my
I know
friend.
you coming
I was
here and
born
paying
here.
taxes.
I go to university.
I thought you
Gotta
said
get my
that.
degree, then I go back to the homeland. I go to Africa every year, brother.
No, you
I've lived in Africa for 7 years. What are you doing here? My dad invested in Africa. What are you doing here?
Brother,
Get
let
out
me
of
deal with
here.
this guy. Let me deal with this guy.
Done more for Africa than you've
I
ever
want
done.
you to go to
Done more for
France.
Africa than
Hold
you've
on
ever
a
done.
second.
My dad
I
employed
want
100
you to
people
go
in
to
Africa.
France.
My dad gave jobs in Africa. What did
Oh,
he
I
do? What did he
see.
do,
He's
bro?
a big guy.
He's not a big man. He's not a big man.
owner.
What I'm trying to say
He's a slave owner.
I'm in university, gotta get my
Let
degree
me
and I'm
show
out
you
of here.
something now.
Back to Morocco, baby.
Listen, just because Muhammad was nice
Empower
to
the
his
African continent.
Yes.
That's what you want. Empowerment. does it make
And
it
then
right?
you're
Sorry?
calling him.
Just because Muhammad was nice to his slaves, does it make it right?
No.
Okay. So what was your argument?
My point is, I asked him, he said Muhammad had slaves. But then I asked him, what was the role as slaves? Because as far as I know, yeah, black people have very good genetics. Okay, now don't take this the wrong way around. That would imply, that would imply black people are good, are good warriors, they're good fighters, which is true. They have good genetics.
Hold on a second.
There's a compliment. There's a compliment for you, brother. Have that for dinner. There's a compliment for you.
Let's break it down.
There's a compliment for you.
Let's break it down.
You guys got good genetics.
Has anybody seen
You
this?
guys have good genetics.
Has anybody seen this? Has anybody? Hold on a second.
Maybe £1 million would please you, but truth doesn't please you. Money will please you.
Has anybody seen this? Anybody seen this?
That looks like a crap Photoshop job.
Have you seen it? Have you seen
Is
the
that
stats?
Adobe Photoshop?
Have you seen the
Sure.
stats?
You know what I mean?
Okay, watch this. You don't know what it means, see it?
Brother, the second
Melanin
thing.
now.
What is this?
Hold on, I'll show you what
Yeah.
it is. Melanin, which is what I contain.
You got the power, baby.
Melanin
Nice.
per
Good
gram
genetics.
is worth more than gold.
I envy your genetics.
Right,
Yeah.
watch this now. So melanin, let's break it down. The average skin weighs 10 pounds, maybe more, maybe less. 4,500. Your melanin is worth, here we go, 1.7 million. Me compared to you,
You are better than me.
according to science,
You are better than me by your skin
according to
color.
science,
Your skin color
me compared to
is better
you
than me as a human being.
you're worth zero.
And guys, that's
on the
what we
New York
call
Stock
a
Exchange.
black supremacist.
No, it's not called that. What's this
Because
now?
if a white guy said
Let's
what
prove
he
it.
was saying, you
Let's
call him
prove
a
it.
racist.
Let's prove it now.
Because he's black,
Scientists
he's not
now-
racist.
Scientists now are
You're a
trying to
black
find a
you're
way.
a black supremacist.
Look at this. Scientists
Shame
now,
on you, bro.
Scientists now are trying to find a way to harvest melanin.
Africans are
Right?
spiritual
Right?
people.
Are
They're
trying to
smart.
find.
You
There
have an
are
agenda.
even
You
now-
have an agenda. You're a
Look.
sellout. You're a
Look at
sellout,
this.
bro. You're a
They're
sellout.
even now
You're a sellout.
selling tablets
You're a
of
sellout.
melanin.
What do you mean how is this a
There's
sellout?
even tablets that have melanin
He's
in
doing
it.
exactly what the whites did to them. Divide them up.
Tablet, what is it for?
He's doing
Melanin.
exactly
Melanin in your
what
body.
his
What-
slave masters did to his people.
How to produce melanin in your body.
Don't say I know my history. The Europeans are doing exactly what he's doing.
You're
Dividing.
European. You're European.
I'm not
friend.
European.
You're French.
I'm Berber.
You're French.
I am Berber.
You're French.
My grandfather fought against
Now,
the French.
my first
My
advice
grandfather
to you-
killed a few French soldiers.
Now, my
Please,
first advice
don't get
to
it
you
twisted.
is
Don't get it twisted.
go back to France.
No, I'm not French.
To the Louvre.
Why would I go back to France?
To the Louvre and get back all of the African artifacts and bring them back.
Not from there, though.
Bring them
Not from
back.
there. Never
Go
been
to
in my
the
life.
Louvre and bring them
Never
back.
been to Paris. I know you're taking your missus to Paris. I'm no sellout, though. I ain't no
Go
sellout.
to Louvre and
I
bring
ain't
back
no
our
sellout,
stuff.
though. I bet you take a missus
Bring-
around Europe.
bring
You're a
back our
sellout.
stuff.
What do you mean by
Take
Bring
your
back
missus
our
back
stuff.
to Africa.
What do you mean by
Bring back
sellout?
our stuff.
There's no wonders there because you're a sellout.
You are not
How is it?
African.
Nah, you're the type of
Now
guy to
I
take your missus
know,
to Milan,
I know
to
now.
Paris.
Why are you doing
now,
here then?
because he's
What are you
tattooed this
doing
for
here?
nothing.
What am I doing? I was born
He
here. mate. I
tattooed
was
us.
born here.
Okay,
Born
but
where?
you were just arguing your dad
He's
pays
born
taxes.
here.
Hold on, how does that make
Hang on a
sense?
minute.
Brother,
You
I
just
came
said
now.
your
You just
dad.
came now. You
I
just
don't
came
care
now.
if I just came now. You
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
your dad.
Did you say you was born here?
So, wait a minute. Are you
Did you just
Are
say?
you taking things out of context? Are you taking things out of
Did you
context?
just say?
You're
Okay.
taking things out of context. Say from the
Did you
beginning.
just
What did I
say?
before
Hold on a
that?
second.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Did you just say? Hold on a second. Let me just get this right.
Yeah.
Because for over 2 hours.
Well, I'm just trying to
no,
say
no,
to
no.
you.
Wait. For over 2 hours, I heard something. But I want clarification right now.
Absolutely not.
Did you say you was born here?
Yes.
You're the sellout. You're born here, yeah, and you tell us you pay taxes in Africa. Your dad pays taxes in
I said
Africa.
I'm more
That's it
African
now.
than him.
You were
That's
blaming
it now.
him for
That's
paying
it
taxes
now.
here.
What are you talking
Because
about?
you was born
here.
That's what you said. You said
What?
he was paying taxes
You are
here.
confused.
You said you were paying taxes
You've
here.
been mentally scrambled.
No.
You
Never
feel
underestimate
you
a
have
group
more
of idiots.
entitlement to
Never
Africa.
underestimate a group of
You
idiots.
feel
Unbelievable.
you feel you have more
Just now you're
entitlement
saying,
to Africa.
I'm African, I'm
You
African.
feel you have entitlement to Africa. You're not even African.
Are you gonna listen to me or
Unbelievable.
not?
You just debunked yourself.
I said to him, I said from the get-go, the discussion was about whether I am African or not. I told him I am Berber Moroccan,
Unbelievable.
meaning we have been
No,
in
you
Africa.
didn't. No, you didn't say that.
I never said I'm Berber Moroccan.
would say
You're
you're
a
Berber.
liar. Hey,
You're
it's good to
Berber.
know everything.
No,
You're
you're born here. You're born here. You are British. You are British. You are British. You're not London
English.
Berber.
Wait, are you
You
gonna-
are British,
How
my
you
friend.
claiming
Listen,
you
listen.
Don't make it up
Are you
rubbish.
going to let me speak or not?
No, because you're a liar.
You're claiming.
Why do
born
Muslims
here.
always
Three at a time.
lie?
Come on, bro. Can't
Why
argue
do
for me.
Muslims always lie?
One at a time.
You've been lying for the past 3 hours.
One at a time,
You've
bro.
been deceiving us for the past. Hasn't he been deceiving us?
Yes.
For the past 3 hours, you've been deceiving us.
You're a yes man.
he pays taxes in Africa.
You're a yes man. You're a yes man. You're a yes man. You're a yes man. That's what you are.
He's been lying.
You're a yes man.
Another Muslim
And there's another yes man. You are a yes man.
No matter where you
You are a
are,
yes man.
you pay taxes.
You're a yes
You know
man.
that.
Liar.
Free bags full stop. Yes
So how
man.
does
Free
it make
bags
sense?
full
You
stop.
asked him, what's he doing here? That's what you said to him.
I'm gonna say that.
You said to him, what is he
Why are you
doing here?
taking things out of context?
Lies,
Why are you taking
lies.
things out of context?
You said to him, what's he doing here?
Why are you taking things
And
out of
you asked
context?
him,
I cannot
What did I say
believe it.
before
Bro,
that?
you were
Wasn't
saying,
listening.
listen,
Alright,
you were
listen.
saying,
Is this your favourite
Are-
film?
are you gonna let me
Is
speak
this your
or not?
favourite film? That your favourite film?
The guy's a good man. He's
That
quite smart.
that's your favourite film, right?
No, it's not my favourite. I don't even watch films.
Yeah,
You asked me
yeah.
about my favourite
You
celebrity
do.
earlier.
I don't believe
you
you
asked me
anymore.
about my
I
favourite
don't
celebrity
believe
earlier. I
you
don't even
anymore.
know
You're a liar.
anything about celebrities. Listen, I said to him, yeah, I'm African, yeah, and he goes, no, wait. He goes,
Now, shouldn't now
He said
hold on a
that.
second.
He goes, I'm European.
Shouldn't you have the Union
I'm
Jack on your
Berber.
chest?
How can I be European?
Shouldn't you have it?
you were born here. You claim no entitlement to Africa.
And you got
Just because I am born here doesn't mean I am from here.
What do you mean you're not from here?
You said you're born here.
I was born here in St. Mary's Hospital, then I lived in Uganda for 7 years.
Yes, but you're born here.
But doesn't make me English.
Yes, it does.
No, I'm not
British.
English. I'm not English.
You're British.
I am African, simple as that.
You have a British passport. Okay, you do know wherever you are.
That's the system wanted to classify
Okay,
me.
so you're a sellout.
No,
Because you could move there and change your passport.
You're going by the system. You're going by the system.
that
You
is
are the
the system.
sellout. You're the sellout.
You're the sellout.
You're going out. You're going by the system's narrative.
I'm not African.
You are
You're claiming more to Africa than you're saying.
I lived there longer than him. I've lived there longer than him. My dad employed 100 people there. My dad has paid taxes there. He hasn't done
But you're
that.
not. You said you're paying. Everyone wants to know. You said you pay taxes in Africa.
Of course, I went to private school. You do pay taxes. What are you talking about?
Let's sum up.
Bro, don't involve yourself. Don't involve yourself. Discussion had nothing to do with you. Discussion had nothing to do with you. Discussion had nothing to do with you. It was between me and him. Bro, you're taking things out of context and you want me to rewind? I don't. When I buy a good, when I go to the supermarket, I buy something, a portion of it goes to the government of Uganda.
If I go on a holiday, yeah, or if I visit the country and pay money to enjoy the hotel, it doesn't mean I'm paying, contributing to the.
All I'm saying is,
the fact is,
all I'm saying is, my dad had a big coffee business there, employed 100 people, so money was going back into Africa. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't you understand, bro?
How does that give you more entitlement? You're British. You were born
Oh,
here.
he's saying I'm French when I'm Berber. How does that make sense?
Yeah, I know, but you said he's a sellout because he's
He's a sellout because he hasn't lived in Africa for more than a year. He's only been there for a couple of months, and he's saying I'm not
you were
African.
born here.
And he's
So-
saying I'm
so
not
you're more or
African.
less the same.
And he's saying I know.
You claim
He's
this
saying I'm not African. Yeah, I'm Berber. We've always been there, and I've lived in Africa for 7 years. And he's saying I'm not African.
Well, you're here now. You're here now. So to claim because your dad's, employed people in the past.
I'm Moroccan.
you've
I'm
studied-
African, bro. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Well, I don't know where you're going.
You were saying you pay taxes in Africa. It's suggesting.
No, that was one of the points.
You said he took his wife to Milan. He's been to Paris, as if suggesting you're here on a
He's
trip.
saying go to France. I've never even been France. I'm not even French.
Yeah, but you suggest
How
that
offensive is
you
that? France came
trusted-
to my
you
country,
suggested he's a
raped my
sellout
women,
because he's
killed
British.
our men, enslaved us. You want to
Mr.
talk about
English,
slavery?
Mr.
You
Englishman,
enslaved us as well.
Mr.
I'm not
Englishman.
English, bro.
Wherever you are English.
You're the Englishman.
Wherever you
You're
go.
a James. You're a James, bro.
Wherever you
You're a
go.
William.
You
bro.
were born
You're a
here.
William,
I wasn't
bro.
born
You're
here.
a William.
I wasn't born
You're
here.
a William, bro.
I wasn't born here.
You're a yes
You
man,
were born
and you're a
here.
William.
You were
Wherever
born
you go.
here.
Does it make me English?
Yes, it does.
Nah, it's where my heart is.
Look at your birth certificate.
It's where my heart is.
Look at
That's
look
the
at your
system.
birth
That's the
certificate.
system. That's the system. I don't
Right.
go by the
So
system.
you're English
I go by my own definition.
British, he's British.
You're British then. Because you're black.
I'm not British. I'm not proud to be British.
You
No,
got
no.
a British
You're not
passport.
proud, but you're still
You got a
British.
British
I have a British.
passport.
I have
You're
a
not proud of it, I know, but you
But you're still British.
But I'm not British.
But you have got a British passport.
But I don't feel that makes me
It
British.
doesn't matter what you
Okay, so
feel.
it
There's
doesn't
a
matter what you feel.
English.
It just makes me. I'm
It's
so
a bit like
happy to
saying
be
I'm
born here. In
black.
my belief.
If you're born in Britain, where does that make you?
You were
By
born
the
here.
system's narrative, it means I am British.
If you're
But
born in Saudi
British,
Arabia, would you
top
be
of
in
that-
Saudi Arabian?
by the
You're
system's
British. You know why you're not English?
narrative. By the system's
If you're born in
narrative.
Pakistan,
I don't go by the
if you're
system's
born in
narrative.
Pakistan, what would you be?
I know.
By the
Pakistani.
system. By the
So if
system's
you're born in
narrative.
Britain, what are you?
By the
British.
Are you going to let me speak or not?
Don't speak.
By the system's narrative, if I was born in England, I would be British. I don't go by the system's narrative. I go by by my own narrative because I am sovereign. I am a human being. This country don't represent me. This country bombs Muslim countries. This country is worse than ISIS.
Wait.
This country
If everybody
do not
adopted-
represent me.
If everybody said what you
This
said, right?
country don't represent
if
me.
everybody said what you said, right? That would make nonsense of countries.
Well, you're
isn't it?
talking to a human being. I'm telling you, bro, I do not associate myself with this country. I am here
Regardless-
because I speak the
regardless-
language.
regardless-
I study
Regardless
here
of what you think, yeah, you're British.
by the system.
No, you're British.
By the system.
Because you're born in Britain.
By the system, yes.
You can't be born in Britain and something else.
I dissociate myself with Britain.
It doesn't matter whether you dissociate, you're still British.
I'm not British.
You're born in Britain and you got a British passport.
Does that mean I don't feel I'm British though? And that's what it's all about.
Well, you're still born here.
I can swear to the Queen, I don't even acknowledge her.